morning. I'm Connie Wright. This is my first time ever hosting this, so I'm going to be a little nervous if you see me shaking or all kinds of things. I want to welcome you to, where are we, Lisa?
Tennessee Valley this morning.
This morning. So we hope that you're up and you're ready to go. So my co-host this morning is Lisa Mantu. She's become a good friend of mine over the last 2 years. So I said, Lisa, help!
Absolutely.
But I have you got up, you got dressed, you didn't wear a coat.
No coat.
A little chilly, a little chilly. But the thing is, Lisa put her makeup on. And the thing for me, I got here this morning thinking, TV show, they're going to have makeup crew, right? hair.
Sorry.
Okay, hairdresser. I walked in, there's nobody. What? There's nobody. The only thing that we had was...
Shameless plug.
Yeah, we've got a really great show for you today. Joel Rogers from the Inman Street Coffee House is going to be here talking to us about their anniversary, first-year anniversary. So he was kind enough to set us up with a little bit there. So our other guest is going to be Jennifer White from the Museum Center at 5 Point. She's the curator of education and does wonderful things there, and she's been really helping that to be a great community asset. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. What do you think about the weather today, Lisa?
Little chilly.
Yeah.
But it is October.
Yeah. So
what happened to summer?
It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah. I don't know. You think I have dog days? What do they call that? Dog days? Summer come back again on us?
No, I don't know. I doubt that. I think we're done.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be 82 today.
82 today.
82. Yep. And it says 0 chance of rain, so I would tell you not to take your umbrella and your raincoat, but don't trust me.
Yeah.
I didn't go into meteorology. So,
yes,
yeah.
Insurance.
Yeah.
An umbrella is insurance.
Absolutely. So, Lisa, what's been going on the last week or so? Oh, I know where you're going this weekend. Go ahead, tell.
Well, I'm going to the Braves game on Sunday. Ooh, go Braves!
Show them what you did before the camera came on.
Go Braves! I have tickets. I have tickets.
I have a 10-month-old grandson.
Mm.
Would you believe he's already been to the Braves game about 5 times? Loves it. 10 months old.
That's fantastic.
10 months old.
Yes, we went to all 4 of the Chipper tribute games. So we have all 4 of the Chipper tribute posters, which we're going to have framed for our children. So, cool. So yeah, and so we're going Sunday. So go Braves.
Go Braves. Now you have 2 boys. They're into sports.
Yes, Byron and Spencer. Byron is 13 and he's at Lake Forest, and then Spencer is in 5th grade at Black Fox.
That's great. So you stay busy.
I run.
Lisa and I are on Facebook together, and I'm always seeing her posts. I'm here. I'm going here. Yes. Do you ever worry about forgetting where you dropped your child off, or when you're running from one place to the other?
No, but I have forgotten my child. So, yeah.
Yeah. I did that once. My children are grown. I have adult children now, but when they were in North Lee, they were at North Lee Elementary, and I was supposed to be picking them up and another child one day, but I had been called at 6:30 in the morning to sub at Cleveland Middle School, and I just went on about my day, was subbing, and ended the day, and totally forgotten my children.
Oh yeah.
So it happens.
I was in another colleague's office at the office one day, and I knew that, I was supposed to pick Spencer up at 2:45. I knew that it was my day to pick him up, and because we had things to do that evening, and I just started talking.
And
the next thing I knew, it was 5 after 3, and I was like, and I'm literally running out the office yelling, "I've got to get Spencer!" And I'm calling the number of Black Fox Elementary, and it just rings. Call the number. It just rings. I pulled up, and I thought, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just a terrible parent, But the person that was there with Spencer said, first of all, you're not the last parent here.
That always makes you feel good.
Second of all, I'm a parent too. I know exactly what happens. You know what you've got to do. You know what you're supposed to do, and then something happens. And but Spencer liked it. In fact, he's now saying, "You don't have to be the first one to pick me up. It's fun when you're here later." Yeah.
So remember your kids today. That's the lesson for today.
Make sure you remember your children. It's Friday, and it's going to be fall break for the county schools. So definitely remember your children.
That's right. Yeah. So fall break is next week.
It's next week.
You see how I'm so out of touch with school. My children are 33 and 29 now, and it's hard to remember those things. But Jennifer White knows about the schedules for the school.
Oh, yes.
She's the curator for the Museum Center for Education, and just does a phenomenal job getting those teachers to bring those groups of students, and she's going to tell us how many go through and all the activities.
That'll be great. I know that my children went when they were, my oldest was in elementary school, and then of course Spencer went last year with Black Fox, and I thought it was very interesting.
Well, and Joel Rogers, you know, Joel's got a baby, got a little one,
yes,
Eden.
He does, Eden.
And oh, I shouldn't have said anything. I bet he was going to excitedly tell everybody about her, but he's going to learn what all that means.
Yeah,
because he's a busy guy.
Won't be long.
He's a busy guy. So, well, let's see. I have a little bit of information here. I got a note that said that Habitat for Humanity, or a Brush of Kindness, which works under Habitat for Humanity, Annie sent out a message saying that they are looking for a box trailer, 6 by 14 foot box trailer to hold tools, lawnmowers, and other construction tools. So I thought this would be a great place to mention that, because there is somebody out there this morning drinking their coffee, and they're saying, well, I got one of those. It's back in the shed. I haven't used that for 8 years. So think about that as you're getting ready this morning. Maybe you'll remember that Uncle Bob or Cousin Ralph or Aunt Sue has one of those 6 by 14 box trailers. And you could donate that for Habitat for Humanity for their Brush of Kindness. If you can do that, call Habitat for Humanity and talk to Annie. So thanks. So I just thought that would be a great plug, because I know all the folks out there getting ready for work this morning, or retirees.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So do retirees still get up early in the morning?
My father-in-law does.
Yeah.
Yeah, my father-in-law has this every morning. He gets up and he gets ready and he goes to visit his friends at Red Hot Battery. I don't know if you've ever been to Red Hot Battery or not. It's a great place to get a battery.
Ooh.
Actually,
and he goes there that early in the morning?
He goes over there very early every in the morning, like what he would have done, you know, back in the day when he worked, but he's happily retired. But he gets up early, he goes over there and he hangs out with his friends, because his friends own it, and they call him the complaint department. Mind you, he has nothing to do with the business, but he's there every morning. And so they've hung a sign up above where he sits that says complaint department, voice your complaints here. And of course, it goes no further.
Well, complaints shouldn't go any further. You know, it's okay to share those
just somebody to
complaints.
hear it out.
Well, my mom's 89 and still gets up about 5:30 and 6 every morning, and I did not take after her. So this right here this morning is really tough being up for me. I'm having to prop my eyes. So
yeah, I believe I've called you a few times, and it's I thought it was an acceptable time period to call Miss Connie, but it wasn't.
Well, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you want to call, I may still be up. So
I, on the other hand, am sawing logs.
That's right. So anyway, so we're really excited that you're with us here today. When we come back in just a few minutes, we're going to have Jennifer White from the Museum Center 5 Points to tell us a little bit about the museum.
Sounds great.
Thanks.
Great local sports right here on WTNB East Tennessee Television. Keep up to date on all your Walker Valley sports news Wednesdays with the Walker Valley Sports Zone. Get a behind-the-scenes look at all the local high school area football with the pregame Thursdays at 10. And it's a Friday night tradition. Football Friday, every Friday night at 11 o'clock. Right here on WTNB East Tennessee Television.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Has your disability application been denied? Are you frustrated with the administration's processing of your claim? Do you feel as though the administration simply does not understand why you cannot work? You're not alone. My name is Matthew Coleman, and I'm an attorney representative. I find that many of my clients share these concerns and others. As a representative, it's my job to communicate your claim to the administration in a language that they can understand. As an attorney, it's my duty to fight for the disability benefits that you deserve. Come talk to me. The Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson, PC.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Good morning. Welcome to Tennessee Valley This Morning. It is this morning.
It is this morning.
Friday morning, October the 5th. So we are glad you are with us. Little nippy out there, but it's going to warm up. It's going to be about 82 today. Nice. Lisa Mantooth is my co-host, and our first guest today is Jennifer White. Jennifer is the curator of education at the Museum Center at 5 Points. So Jennifer, we want you to take the ball and tell us what you do.
Well, we've got so much going on, we don't know which end is up.
I know.
This is our busy season, as you know. We just had our gala last week, which is the biggest fundraiser of the year for the Museum Center, and everybody came out.
Blue and gray.
Blue and gray gala. We had a Civil War theme, so the outfits. The Museum Center has a Flickr gallery, so if you search for Museum Center at 5 Points on Flickr, you can see all the ball gowns, and it's something to see. But what the most important part is our sponsors really stepped up this year to support the education programs and the exhibits that we try to bring into the community. Alan Jones Foundation was primary giver. Bank of Cleveland, George R. Johnson Family Foundation is always a good giver. Tucker Foundation, Cook's Food Store, First Tennessee, everybody stepped up their pledges this year, and we're going to have a spectacular
year. The community really supports the Museum Center. I've been
it's
so
really
proud
wonderful.
Of the individuals and the businesses that step up and support the Museum
It's
Center.
Wonderful to see everybody coming together and helping push us into a whole new millennium, if you will. You know, we're really taking steps forward now. We got to preview at the gala the Myra Inman play that we had commissioned from the Tennessee Arts Commission. A local playwright by the name of Dan Buck wrote the play called Pages of War, and we presented about a 10-minute excerpt of the 45-minute play. And it deals with Myra Inman, who was a teenager who lived in Cleveland during the Civil War and kept a diary.
I remember, some of you may have remembered reading that. They used to have that in
we
the
sell it in the
quite
museum
often.
shop, and you can get it there. And she was 13 when the war started and 17 when the war ended, and is a perfect vehicle for us to teach Civil War to the kids, because they're that age, you know. And Dan has done a wonderful job creating a play where these two girls, one modern girl and Myra, talk to each other across time. You know, kind of like that movie where they put the letters in the mailboxes.
Right,
you know,
and
right?
they got to see
right.
it through time.
And so they talk to each other and compare their lives, and it really helps the kids. We've tested it with some middle school audiences, and it really helps the kids kind of put themselves in that place and make it real that the Civil War happened right here.
150 years
in
ago.
Cleveland. Myra lived in the property that is now the First Street Square, across the street from the museum. So, you know, we can go over and look and imagine walking into town, and she talks about going to see the Craig Miles family, and, you know, so all familiar names, and so it's wonderful. So that will be the centerpiece of our new Civil War education programs, which we are very, very excited about. We've not had a real comprehensive Civil War program for a while. We've always had the Appalachian Days program, which Connie is my best volunteer.
Oh, I don't know about best, but I love volunteering for that.
So much fun.
I love play party.
Exactly. Connie does the games with the kids, which nothing like 19th century games to get you going.
That's right.
So that's always been a popular program where we teach about how Cleveland came to be and the pioneers and everybody who started Cleveland. This year we wanted to add something new. Last year we added a Cherokee program.
Yes.
And so we do
Cherokee
Days, where the kids learn a little bit about Cherokee culture and Cherokee food. And
now, when you talk about the kids, explain to me where the kids are coming from.
We take any kid we can get.
No,
no, we
you know where I'm going with the school program.
We encourage teachers to bring their classes, and often we will get an entire grade. So, for instance, they teach Cherokee information in 2nd grade. So we will get the whole 2nd grade.
Teachers that are getting ready this morning, listen
come see us.
Okay, go ahead.
I know that last year my son was at Black Fox, and they came last year. So when is the Civil War exhibit going to begin?
The Civil War programs, right now we have a small exhibit up. So for all you Civil War buffs, you want to come see this. We have a very small exhibit up in our gallery with some stuff we got out of our own collection and some things from a local collector that haven't been seen in years. So it's worth coming. There's a cannon in the lobby, so you got to come see the cannon in the lobby.
Oh, then I know who the collector is. Should we say?
No, you shouldn't.
We shouldn't say his name.
He wishes to stay.
Okay, an anonymous donator for this, but I know I watched that cannon be put in place, and I actually told Ken Cagle, who was helping, and someone else who put it in place. I said, "War's over, guys." By the time they got it in place, we lost the battle.
It was
heavy.
Something to get it in. So it's neat. You should come see that. But starting in 2013, we will be running a Civil War in Bradley County exhibit. And to go with that, we will be premiering the Myra Inman play for the public as well as for the schools, and wrapping a program around that. So we have, I was fortunate enough to spend a week at the Teacher Institute at the Library of Congress this summer. And what we were learning was how to teach with primary sources. And of course, a primary source is anything that was created at the time the events were happening, such as Myra Inman's diary. So I was able to uncover a whole lot of information about Cleveland and the Civil War, and I actually got to see the letter written by Abraham Lincoln that mentions Cleveland, Tennessee.
Wow.
And I had heard about this for years. It's this mythical letter where you start to think it's like, oh yeah,
we
we're
were
related
a turning
to
point
Noah,
for the war that people are not aware of.
Well, it was important. It was important enough that Abraham Lincoln sat down at his desk, got a piece of paper and a pen, and wrote out in his own hand, by all means, save the depot at Chattanooga, and if not that, at Cleveland.
Wow.
And that just, it gave me goosebumps just to find out.
And just to veer there, the depot has now been saved. So
you can come
that's another thing to see.
And we'll be talking about that. One of the things we're going to talk to the kids about is the importance of the railroads. In Cleveland, I found a hand-drawn map by General Rosecrans that shows Cleveland, Tennessee on it. So it helps make it all real that this happened not just in the area, not down Chickamauga.
This is one of the things that I've known Jennifer for many years, but working with her now as I volunteer at the museum, I've just been amazed at the detail that goes into this. So please be sure to go and see that on the Civil War. You have some other things?
I do. We have all kinds of things coming up. We always have activities going on. Right now, we have, I brought my friend here.
Oh.
We have a 100 Years of Girl Scouting exhibit. I have also been a Girl Scout leader. It's my 12th year. Who knew? Leading Girl Scout troops. And we are celebrating the 100 Years of Girl Scouting with an exhibit on the history of Girl Scouts in Bradley County. And here's our little 100th bear friend. And we have all sorts of neat old things. If you were ever a Girl Scout, if you had kids that were Girl Scouts, you want to come see this. We have uniforms from 1938 right through to the present.
That were from this area?
Most of them were from this area. Some are Chattanooga.
Okay.
We have, I can tell you why we stopped having zippers.
Wow.
So you come and learn that. You can come and find out what year were Girl Scout leaders first allowed to wear pants.
Wow.
I'll give you a hint. I was in middle school.
Don't tell your age.
I know, but it's more recent than you think. Wow. So we have all sorts of wonderful things to see in the exhibit. And last weekend we did a workshop with the girls on some crafts, which was fun. This weekend we're doing a badge workshop on digital photography. And anybody can come to our workshops. You don't have to be a Girl Scout, but we're going to teach the girls how to use their cameras. We're going to take them out and do a photo scavenger hunt. And they're going to earn a badge over the course of the afternoon. Isn't that fun?
That's wonderful.
Isn't that fun? Then, October 20th, we're having a Dutch oven cook-off. So all you campfire cookers, we want you to come and cook with us. We'll have a class in the morning in case you've never cooked outdoors and want to try it. And if you are good at it, you can just enter the contest and come cook with us.
Who knew there were so many things at the Museum Center? And I volunteer there.
We've got all kinds of stuff.
And more.
But the best thing coming up, October 11th, is our Rags to Riches sale. We haven't done this in several years. And I heard that there was 24 pieces of furniture unloaded today. About killed Ken to do it.
Oh my gosh.
And it sounds like wonderful stuff. I haven't been over to see yet. So it's a rummage sale, and it's taking place the 11th, 12th, and 13th. Friday all day, the 12th, it'll be 8 to 5. And then Saturday, it'll be, I think it's 8 to 3. Yeah, it's 8 to 3. Or no, I'm sorry, 8 to 1, but everything's half off.
Now, this is not at the Museum Center, though. This is at a different location.
Right,
and
this is at the corner of 2nd Street. If you go down 2nd Street from Inman, so it's 2nd Street South, and it's the first corner. You can't miss it if you go down the street. It's across from the extension, UT extension right there. So if you turn off at Inman
So that's
Street,
where everybody has been making the donations, and the Rags to Riches will take place there on
taking place.
October
Now we
the 12th
have a
and 13th.
preview party Thursday night for $10. We'll get you in early, and you get all the good stuff, and there's food and music.
So we can get good stuff before anybody else.
Exactly. So call the museum, get a ticket, and come early and get the good stuff. I already got my eyes on
Tracy at the museum will answer the phone. She's in the
She's in the gift shop.
Yep, which Lisa loves.
I love the gift shop.
That's right. Yeah, you're wearing it.
I love the gift shop.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It was made by a local artisan, and I do not remember their name.
I don't. It's in the case on the left.
Well, what you need to do is come to the museum shop gallery, the gift shop, and see who made it. Because there are, 70 artists?
So about that.
70
Yeah, it varies from time to time.
Wonderful artists from around the area. What else do you have for us?
Well, we have Halloween coming up, and block party's coming, and every year we do a pumpkin carving contest, and we're doing a pumpkin carving class. So you can come on Sunday the 28th at 2 o'clock and carve your pumpkin with us. We have lots of tools. We will show you all the tips and tricks of doing all the fun, funky pumpkins. And then if you leave it with us, you just might win a prize.
Wow.
That's
so
amazing.
it's fun. And what happens if you come down to the block party, make sure you at least drive by the museum, because we put all the pumpkins lit up out front.
They're out front.
They're out front.
Oh, wow.
And my kids are all teenagers, so they're too old to trick or treat. So I make them dress up and hand out candy out at the museum center. So if you want to park down in our lot, we've got space in our lot, and walk up, come by, take a look at the pumpkins, tell us which one you like, and we'll give you a piece of candy.
So these are just amazing things that are going on at the Museum Center at 5 Points. How many of you out there have ever been? Raise your hand. Well, look how many in the audience have been before. Well, that's great. Wouldn't it be great if we had an audience this morning, because then we could really wake up? And,
I know, it would help.
So
the coffee's much help, though. I had a pumpkin spice latte.
Joel brought you some, didn't he?
He brought me a pumpkin spice latte. Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
That's what you need.
That's great. Well, Jennifer, I am so excited. How long have you been at the Museum Center as the curator?
This will be my third year, third school year as curator, and I feel like we're just getting going.
Right.
Just
to give an example, how many children, for example, the Appalachian Days that I help with, how many students go through that in that week?
I don't know if I could tell you by program necessarily. We see upwards of 3,000 kids a year.
Wow. 3,000
That's a lot.
It's not enough. There are a lot more kids than that.
Absolutely.
Here.
So we want the teachers out there to contact Jennifer at the Museum Center at 5 Points, the Education Department, and sign up. Bring your children. There's so many things. Are you doing the trunk to go?
We have some trunks to go. We also have a new Museum to Go program, and this we're very excited about.
Museum to Go.
We understand that traveling takes time and money,
and
everybody can't do that. So what we do is we will come to you. One of my wonderful volunteers, like Connie, will come with me, and we will bring our program, the same program that we do at the museum, but we just bring it with us and do it in your space. We made butter with all the kids down at I think it was Prospect School. Yeah, it was fun. And they set us up in the gym, and they just kept bringing us classes.
Oh, wow.
And it was really fun. So we'd love for teachers to invite us into their classrooms and let us bring some added.
And how would they contact you, Jennifer? We've got one more minute.
You can reach me at the Museum Center at 339-5745. My extension's 18. Or email me is even better at education@museumcenter.org.
That's wonderful. Well, we are really excited that Jennifer's been with us this morning. She has given us so much information. Literally, I wish I could have taken notes. So if you need to know that more information, please contact the Museum Center at 5 Points. And we started off with one thing, and we've ended up with so much. So there's so much going on. We'll be back in just a little while. Don't go away. Joel Rogers.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Hello, I'm Bill Odom.
Hi, and I'm Tammy Odom.
We want to invite you to join us on Joyous Living Today for interviews, testimonies, and gospel music by special guests and Dixie Sunshine.
Right here on WTNB, Sundays at 4 p.m. and Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. You don't want to miss it.
Jesus, Jesus, the light of the world.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat-screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
Has your disability application been denied? Are you frustrated with the administration's processing of your claim? Do you feel as though the administration simply does not understand why you cannot work? You're not alone. My name is Matthew Coleman, and I'm an attorney representative. I find that many of my clients share these concerns and others. As a representative, it's my job to communicate your claim to the administration in a language that they can understand. As an attorney, it's my duty to fight for the disability benefits that you deserve. Come talk to me. The Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson, PC.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Welcome back to Tennessee This Morning, and this morning is Friday, October the 5th. And we are so glad you're here. Lisa Mantooth is my co-host. We have a lot of fun. We usually sit and banter back and forth wherever we are. I think we almost got kicked out of Cracker Barrel one time for laughing too much. But this morning, we also have with us Joel Rogers, and Joel is the manager of Inman Street Coffee House.
Sure, I wear many, many hats, but that is one of them. So.
At Salvation Army.
Yes.
Yeah, you're wearing your shirt this morning. So
yes.
you actually work for Salvation Army.
Absolutely.
And then as part of your responsibility, you are managing the Inman Street Coffee House.
Yes, my wife and I manage it. We we got to step into the Salvation Army about 3 years ago is when I took my first step in, and have just absolutely loved every minute of it. So it's been a blast.
Well, you guys are amazing. And then, of course, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, when we had the tornadoes, that's when I first met Joel. So I met him before the coffee house even opened. I met you as a Salvation Army representative as we worked on disaster relief. And then the coffee house opened up in October of 2011.
Absolutely, that's October of 2011.
And now you're a year old.
Absolutely.
Well, not you, but the coffee house. Tell us about it. That's exciting.
Well,
what's going on there?
We are celebrating all week long. It is a blowout down at Inman Street. We have, we're celebrating a year of changed lives. That's what we're really emphasizing, because of course, what she just mentioned, we are owned and operated by the Salvation Army. So our emphasis is great coffee, but a great cause. Every dime of what is spent at the coffee house goes back into the Salvation Army to fund the programs and services that they have going on. So in addition to that, we have an internship program with our local high school students. So anytime you come in, you're bound to see an intern or two from the local high schools working behind the counter, where we're teaching them job skills and life skills.
Do you have a youth group also? I know that you've done some things and taken them on youth trips.
Absolutely. So, we've got a full youth program that the Salvation Army operates from that facility, and the coffee house is a huge piece of that. It's a place for them to come. It's youth group 24/7 where they can feel at home.
Well, tell us a little bit about what's been going on this past year.
Well, in the past year, and I got to tell you, we put it out to our customers and to our interns. We said, if we've made any type of difference and you would like to help us share that story, please let us know. And I literally have a folder full of stories from customers and from interns and from musicians and artists who said that us letting them put their art up in the shop, or us letting them come and play, or whatever the case may be, has impacted their life in some way. And for us, that's what it's about.
So you have music there.
Yes.
You have entertainment.
Yes. This weekend we have a lot of entertainment. Again, this weekend is a blowout. So if you are free tonight, Friday night and Saturday night, we have live music. First time we've ever had 2 concerts back to back.
Wow.
But we are celebrating big. So live music is a blast at Inman Street.
So those of you who've been driving by and you had no idea what was going on at the Inman Street Coffee House, now you know, so you can come and participate. This is amazing. Tell us about it.
Well, the concerts this weekend, we have on tonight, we have Clark Beckham, who is an absolutely incredible musician from Lee. A Lee University student who has just blown us out of the water before. And then in addition to him, we have a local band, a jazz band called the Mayfield 5. They formed playing in the facility that is now the annex at Lee, the Mayfield Elementary School. But they are absolutely amazing jazz musicians, and so they're playing Friday night tonight. And then tomorrow night we have a local high school group that is opening up for us, and they are the Talking Blues Band. And then following them will be Stephen Prater, who is another incredibly gifted musician from Lee. So we're excited. We've got several different styles of music this weekend. We've featured everything from country to even to rap to jazz to indie. We love to do it all and love to just open ourselves up to the community. So that's
in the evenings. Okay, well,
8 o'clock.
Okay, well, what are your hours for those who maybe aren't going to be coming out in the evening but want to come by and get what am I drinking?
You're drinking our pumpkin spice latte. So a huge favorite in the fall.
Yeah. We got up really early this morning to make these for us. Thank you.
And then we have the mango smoothie, which I feel like every time Lisa comes in, it's either a mango smoothie or the coffee toffee that we have for her.
Wow.
But yes, that's what you guys have. But our hours, we're open at 11:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday, and Saturday actually, Monday through Saturday from 11:30 to 11 p.m.
Okay.
And then on Sunday we open just a half hour later because we understand everybody's getting out late from church, and so we open at noon and stay open until 11 p.m. So we're open till 11 p.m. every night of the week.
Now I used to come when you first opened. I came early in the morning and doing my running.
Early for Connie.
And, yeah, early for me when I would get up. Are you any plans maybe to go back to that, because that's when I do my running?
Absolutely. We definitely have plans in the works, and we're hoping to be able to announce something very, very soon for our morning hours to come back. So
that would be awesome.
In addition to the morning hours, that would be partnered with an online ordering system.
Oh,
so you'd be able to...
That's better than a drive-up window.
I think that would benefit me greatly, especially since I'm 2 blocks away.
You could place your order completely on our Facebook page, and we would send you a little message saying your drink will be ready in 2 minutes.
Lisa, your mango smoothie's ready.
You walk in, grab it, and go. You've already paid. So.
I can see Lisa going, meet you at Inman Street Coffee
That's right.
Where are you located, Joel? For those who don't know, we're obviously on Inman Street, but where are you located when they're driving by?
We are located on Inman Street. 437 is the official address. It is right beside Larry's Car Wash. So if you're familiar with that, or the Island Oasis gas station directly across the street from it. Okay. So we are in a prime location for all that downtown traffic.
And it's busy often.
You were telling us about the changes in the people's lives that have happened, and I know that there was one couple you wanted to tell us about. Tell us a little bit about this couple that started coming in.
Absolutely, and we have these stories. We've put together the customers' responses into stories that are literally scattered all over our shop. So if this is the kind of thing that you like, feel free to come in, wander around. They're scattered on tables and on our bar and counter. You can just go and just read the stories of people who've been affected. But this particular couple, their names are Malcolm and Kristen, and they first came to us about the time we opened, literally within a week or two of us opening, and they had come in and just were really struggling, were really just not sure what to do with their lives. They were homeless at the time, they were jobless at the time, and had really just kind of foundered in their relationship with each other. And they started coming in regularly, and our staff is really incredible. Our staff, they love people, and that's what we're about. And they just started loving on them. And see, you don't have to have all the answers. Sometimes you just have to have a listening ear and a loving heart. And they just started loving on them and just being there for them. And we've been there when they said, you know what, we think we want to get married. And so we got the privilege of doing their marital counseling and of actually having their wedding inside our facility on February 14th.
And you had a wonderful honor.
It was an absolute incredible honor. I got to officiate that.
That's wonderful.
And just to watch them since, they've come in, and every time they come in, they give us an update on how things are. They have a house that they're renting, so they are on their feet. They have a place to live. They have a full-time job. They actually, that picture that I showed just a second ago was taken on Monday of this week. They came in, and they were just so excited to come in and show us their first pay stub from a full-time committed job, and they have just been absolute joy to work with.
So this is through Salvation Army then. I want to make sure that the audience realizes that the Inman Street Coffee House at your location is really supported through the Salvation Army.
Right. It's a social ministry of the Salvation Army. So our goal is, yes, we want to raise funds from the sale of coffee, so you can come in and support us by buying our coffee, but even more than that, we want to be a place of ministry where people can come in and feel loved. And it doesn't matter if you are the top of the income charts all the way down to the very lowest level. You sometimes just need somebody to listen to you. Yes. Just need somebody to be there, and that's what we commit to always be. And we have students who in our internship program have said, you know, our lives have been different because we've had a place to be. Several of the stories, if you come by and read them, mention how they feel like they're a part of a family for the first time, how they feel like they've been able to overcome their fears and to really get back to a place with God and belief in God where they feel confident in who they are and who God's called them to be.
I know that the youth program, and I'm going back to that because I've noticed when I have gone in there, there's a lot of young people there, and that's so important for young people to have a place to go, to have someone who cares about them. So moms and dads out there, teachers that are out there, just suggest that, you know, go by and get coffee or a
smoothie.
Smoothie.
There's lots of other. You also have some pastries and things that you have there.
Yes, we are the only place in town that sells Cheesecake Factory cheesecake. So if you are addicted to Cheesecake Factory, which the closest one would be Nashville, man, come by and get it. And this week, for our anniversary, this weekend, today through Sunday, that cheesecake is 50% off just because we love you guys. So we've got...
Especially if you mentioned that you saw it on
Tennessee Valley this morning.
Yeah, that would be great.
In addition to that deal, we have $1 for an iced latte, which it would be this size. It's a large. You can get a large iced latte for $1. you can get a large drip coffee for $1. Wow. So we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary with some $1 deals.
Big time, 1-year anniversary for the Inman Street Coffee House. Joel, thank you so much for being a part of this, and I am blessed to have known you for the last year and a half. I just love it how, you know, God puts people in our paths, and we just, you know, we are so blessed to have them. Also, you have a new one in your family. I don't think, well, you did mention you're taking her to the ball games.
Oh, absolutely.
We were talking about my grandson loving the Braves, and
absolutely.
Lisa going to the Braves game. So tell us about Eden going to the ball game.
My little baby girl is 6 months old. When she was 3 months old is when we took her to her very first Braves game, and it was actually to the retirement of the number
for John Smoltz.
For John Smoltz,
wow.
Which
See,
is
I knew.
John Smoltz is a hero of mine. If you come by the coffee house and come into my office, it is almost a shrine to the Braves. So come in and check it out. But yeah, her very first Braves game was watching my hero get his number retired.
That's
so
funny.
Starting them off right, that's
there
what we got to do.
I mean, that's what you got to do.
And we're just pulling for a win today.
That's right. They have to win so Lisa and her family can go on Sunday.
There you go. Lisa's ready
Absolutely.
to go.
Pulling for a win today.
Joel, anything else you'd like to tell us about the coffee house? I'm just so excited about it being there, and I want the public to know and to come.
I tell you, one of the things that we do that a lot of people don't even know that we can do is our coffee. All of our coffee is made by a friend of mine. He's our roaster, so we're not shipping in, you know, Folgers or anything like that. It's custom roasted coffee. We've developed all our own blends, but he can do custom labeling for you too. So if you want a really unique gift for Christmas, we have people who will come in and who will order a case of coffee that says Merry Christmas from the Rogers, or you can, last year we had a couple people who ordered, you know, Graham's morning blend or whatever you want it to say. We can do a custom label, and you want to see a cool expression on somebody's face when they open it up and they see coffee, but then they see their name or something unique about them on them.
That's awesome. Well, that's a wonderful idea. I never
that's a
thought of
great
that.
idea.
You've really given me some thoughts there for what I can get Lisa for Christmas. Her own personal blend. So thank you, Joel. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Just so excited. I want everybody to go to Inman Street Coffee House, get you some coffee or a smoothie or a latte or a
cheesecake
or a chai.
I didn't know how to say that, but he asked me what I wanted, you know, when he was coming this morning, and I was like, I don't know, just bring it. So thanks, and again, I know you guys are getting ready. You got your day to go to, but don't go away. Lisa and I are going to be talking about long-term recovery from the tornadoes and what kind of things have been wrapping up. Talk to you later. Don't go away.
Great local sports right here on WTNB East Tennessee Television. Keep up to date on all your Walker Valley sports news Wednesdays with the Walker Valley Sports Zone. Get a behind-the-scenes look at all the local high school area football with the pregame Thursdays at 10. And it's a Friday night tradition. Football Friday, every Friday night at 11 o'clock, right here on WTNB East Tennessee Television.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Has your disability application been denied? Are you frustrated with the administration's processing of your claim? Do you feel as though the administration simply does not understand why you cannot work? You're not alone. My name is Matthew Coleman, and I'm an attorney representative. I find that many of my clients share these concerns and others. As a representative, it's my job to communicate your claim to the administration in a language that they can understand. As an attorney, it's my duty to fight for the disability benefits that you deserve. Come talk to me. The Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson, PC.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Good morning. Welcome back to Tennessee Valley this morning, October the 5th, and it's going to be a beautiful day, Lisa. You're even prepared for the day, going to work.
It's going to be gorgeous.
No jacket, so
no
you're
jacket.
Expecting it to be beautiful.
It's going to be a beautiful day.
Great. I started the show off by saying I didn't realize that they didn't have a hairdresser and makeup person, because Lisa walked in and she's just like, you know, dolled out here top to bottom, and of course I just roll out of bed and go, time to go, time for TV. So how many people just roll out of bed and go? Do you do that? How do you get up out of bed?
No. I get up out of bed and make my way like this to the coffee pot and have a cup of coffee before anybody gets up.
But you didn't have to worry about it this morning because Joel brought you something.
Yeah, but I don't look this way without a couple of cups of coffee.
I'm just the type, I like to lay there and then go, okay, by the time I get up, when my feet finally hit the floor, I just want to start moving and just keep going until it's time to stop. As a matter of fact, I got a little text just a few minutes ago while we were at break that said, "Slow down, you're too hyper." You know.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that we were just too bubbly. Too hyper. So between Jennifer and Joel and this is a good morning. I mean, look at the morning. It's a great morning, and it's exciting to be here. I want to go back and explain how I met Lisa. About a year and a half ago, Lisa Mantooth and I were thrown together beyond our control with the tornadoes that happened in April of 2011. And so I just wanted to talk for a minute about that and a little bit about what happened and how we got to meet. And Lisa, you then, after I don't know that I had met you before you started with long-term recovery, but I know that afterwards I began working with you. I'd like for you to explain. I know that everybody thinks it's all over. It's all done. We're all finished. We're almost there, but not yet.
Not yet.
Let's do a little bit of talking about the long-term recovery from the tornadoes.
Okay. Well, it kind of goes, I have to start with the fact that I live in the Blue Springs community right beside the school. And so for me, the tornadoes occurred that night on April the 27th. We were home and my family was affected. We were fortunate that we did not have as much damage as the people right across the street from us. But so immediately after the storms, my family began helping our neighbors, our friends, family members that had damage. And so that continued days, weeks, months. Yes. And I had the opportunity to go to work for the Long-Term Recovery Organization as the case manager supervisor. And for me, that was just another piece in my recovery process. While I did not have the damage that many other families had, we witnessed it, and it did take a toll on our family emotionally. So for me, being a part of this recovery process has been part of my own recovery. And so for 14 months now, I've been working for long-term recovery, and I work directly with the survivors. And something that I was telling someone the other day was there were 1,467 people in Bradley County that filed and or registered with FEMA. Now, we had very minor damage, weren't right there in the path, and we didn't file with FEMA, and some of my neighbors similar to us, they didn't file with FEMA. So it's a pretty good approximation that there was probably about 2,000 homes affected on April the 27th. So when you think about that scope and how many people were affected, and you think, wow, it's been not even 18 months yet. It'll be 18 months at the end of the year, at the end of October. And so I think people think, well, haven't they recovered by now? No, we haven't. We've come a long way. You know, they told us when I was hired, they said, you know, oh, it'll take, 3 to 5 years. Well, we're approaching 18 months, and at this point, we have already assisted. We've fully built 7 homes, fully built from the ground up, 7 homes. We have repaired or finished the building process on 28. We've helped through Whirlpool Corporation over 60 families. 60 families have received appliances through Whirlpool.
To help.
No charge whatsoever. And then there's been lots of other civic groups, churches, organizations that have provided the stuff that you need in everyday life. Beds, mattresses. We've even had a family that we helped with a septic system. The story is that, they had insurance and came in and, demolished what was left of the home, began and rebuilt and put in a new home. And when they got to the point to where they were ready to move in and they had to start testing things, they realized that the fill line was damaged when the heavy equipment came in to demolish. So one family, and they were to the end of their resources. They had spent everything, and they thought they were ready, and they weren't. And so this particular family, we helped with a fill line. So unmet needs, which is what we call that, can be anything from fill lines to mattresses and things for your home, towels, and microwaves, and things of that nature.
Is there, and one of the things that I've been aware of, not only with children but with adults, when the storms come, when we look up and we see storms coming our way, or when there has been a tornado watch that's been issued, is just recently, just this week, I think we had the watch, the fear, the tension that still happens. Is there counseling that's still available for people who realize 18 months later they are still feeling this? Do we have any help for them?
Well, I'm sure if there was somebody that still had a need and they did not know where to go, they could call me and I could assist them in recommending someone for counseling. It would depend on, their age and what the situation is, because, children have different counselors than adults, and then there's family counseling that's also available. We were real fortunate. This time last year, I had several counselors provide services for families, and as far as I know, they're still working with a couple of them. But I haven't had anybody recently.
Haven't had any new people coming in.
Haven't had anybody asking for help recently. But that is one of the things that we did. So I mean, realistically, the Long-Term Recovery Organization has done so many things because there are so many different needs, and every family was different. So there was no cookie cutter answer. Everybody was different. Even the houses, even though the specs might be the same.
That's what I want to hear a little bit about. I have been a part of some of the groundbreaking ceremonies and some of the key exchanges for the houses. Walk us through a little process there on, what did you say, we've done?
We have completed 7 houses. And we have one that will be dedicated later this month in October, and then we have 2 more that we haven't started on. One we are hoping, and there's still the possibility that she could be in by Thanksgiving. Our goal was Thanksgiving. But if not Thanksgiving, before Christmas. And then the last one, our 10th build, she will be in by Christmas. In fact, they are doing bobcat work over on the property this week.
So when people see in the paper the groundbreaking where the shovel's going in, from that moment until the time the person moves in the house, how many weeks, how many months?
Typically, it's not more than 8 weeks.
Amazing.
We can typically get a house ready to move in 8 weeks. And here's the reason why. We are so fortunate that we partner with Habitat for Humanity, Case Construction, Bradley Baptist Association, and Men and Women of Action. And they provide for us services that you would get by paying a builder, and we don't have to do that. So we literally are building houses with free labor. Skilled labor. These people know exactly what they're doing. In fact, the city inspector has looked at all of our houses, but when they reviewed and went through and did the inspection on our Bradley Baptist Association houses, they've done 2 full builds for us and numerous repairs. They said that these are the best built homes.
Wow.
The best. They said the best built homes. Because, and my theory is they're built with love.
They're built with love, and that's
yeah.
I know that when I've been at many of the services where they hand over the keys, that's one of the things that's said is this house was built with love, and that's something that the tornado survivors take with them, that their home was built with love. So I just wanted us to realize that it's been 18 months, but there are still activities that are going on, and for the community to be aware that things are finishing up.
Yes, we are. We are towards the end of our process, and you know, I was talking the other day. We are a United Way agency. The long-term recovery is, and I was speaking on behalf of the United Way at one of the local industries, and the United Way has given a grant to the long-term recovery to cover our administrative costs. That basically covers our office supplies, any overhead, and mine and Jim's salaries. This way, 100% of the donations can go back to families. So 100% of the funds that have been donated to the long-term recovery for disaster relief are going to families. They're not coming to any overhead, any administrative costs or anything.
I think that's important for people to realize also, is that when you made that donation to long-term recovery, it was going straight to the families.
Absolutely. And I mean, we have just been so blessed, and we are winding down. And as I was telling the folks over at Eaton Hydraulics the other night, I said, you know, the United Way does more than just fundraise. They see needs, they identify needs in our community, and they come up with how do we resolve those needs. And the United Way, along with the other organizations I mentioned earlier, and so many companies and businesses and churches came together, and they came together as one unit, and they collaborated in a way that I don't think people realize. And that's why we are so successful, and that's why it's not been 18 months yet, and we're talking about hibernating our organization.
Absolutely.
It will always be there for the future if God forbid we ever need it, but you know, we're meeting those goals, and we're almost finished.
Lisa, I'm excited that you have co-hosted with me. I was well, not nervous, but you know, early morning, getting here, jitters, and trying to get through traffic to get here. Oh, traffic! There was no traffic.
There's no traffic.
Yeah, I got to say, well, was I almost late? But anyway, it's probably because I hadn't gotten out of bed. But we're excited that Lisa and I could be with you this morning, and we hope that you will have a wonderful day and blessed day. And as we've been talking about today with the Museum Center at 5 Points, Inman Street Coffee House, long-term recovery, all of those are ways of giving back to other people. So my goal in life is to find ways to volunteer. So any of these organizations, any of these places, Salvation Army, Museum Center at 5 Points, United Way, all of those places would be glad to have you as a volunteer. You say, I don't have any time, you can always make that time. So I just hope that you have a great day today. Go about your business, and hope to see you again sometime. Bye-bye.